Heidi ho neighbors, Radio Goji here, and welcome back to Squeeze the World LEGO Marvel Avengers. When we last left off, we were fighting people who are use Excedrin too much, and now they can shoot fireballs. I forgot what they're called, so I'm just going to call it Excedrin because I know that that's the wrong thing, but I don't care anymore. Because it only makes sense that if you have a headache, a migraine this bad, you're gonna really want to be able to shoot fireballs at people because you're mad at having a migraine. Also, punch you because you're immune to potatoes. Alright, this is just gonna be told about Hulk again. Yes. And I want to get those. How do I get those? I guess I can't. I can't even get the studs in the diner? Thanks,
She
game.
looks angry. Like, really angry. How is she even glowing like that?
Or her life carried over and everything, too. That's kind of neat.
You got a plan for this, right? It kind of feels like we're a little outmatched right now.
And she's still kind of immune to potatoes. But it gives him super strength, too. By the by. Now this is really bothering me. I'm going to pause real quick, go basically back onto the home menu to pause the recording, and find out what the hell the drug or whatever is called. I'll be right back. It's Extremis. Extremis is the name of the thing. It had some of the first couple letters were the same, so... Still don't know why I thought Excedrin, but it's Extremis. They don't actually, they haven't actually said that here.
After some creative use of a microwave,
Oh, now they just said it.
The remaining Extremis-fueled agents and headed off to take down the Mandarin. Then things got complicated very quickly. The Mandarin turned out to be a washed-up British actor called Trevor, and the real villain was actually someone familiar. Not an ex-neighbor, but a nerd turned superhuman called Aldrich Killian. I've got to admit, he was looking much more
Killian is
suave
lying
these
to
days.
you.
Killian only went and took me hostage, exposing me to Extremis. He also kidnapped the president, too, and planned to serve him up like a roast turkey. Tony turned up to save the day, this time with Iron Patriot by his side, and his entire back catalog of Iron Man suits. The 10-year-old...
Oh look, there's Silver Centurion.
...would have come too.
The Heartbreaker suit.
He had to tidy his
And
room.
War Machine. And... As much as I like Iron Man... Oh, we're actually starting off as him. I was going to say, I'm going to play as Iron Patriot for a bit. But it already turned us into Iron Patriot. It started us off as Iron Patriot, so that's cool. Gives Rhodey some attention here. See, I like how I just totally just pause the video when I'm on my way to look something up, and then the game just tells me it right away. Like, right after I look it up. That's kind of a dick move game. Making me look stupid. It should be called Excedrin, though. Okay, destroy things, destroy things, destroy things. Money, money, money. And basically find out what isn't destroyable or destructible. And find out what we can do from there, puzzle-wise. And then to spend 3 episodes trying to figure out the puzzle, only to figure out that all you have to do is hold down triangle. Or destroy something that you overlooked 50 times. I'm never gonna let that go. I will admit that second time was stupid, but... That's Mark 42, okay. Okay, Mark 45 is the later one. Well, no shit, it's a higher number, but... say, look like it. The subtitles look like they said War Machine. I'm like, did they call Iron Patriot War Machine? No, it still says Iron Patriot. Okay. A giant Hulkbuster suit. That's not really the Hulkbuster suit. Do we have sonic powers? Can we use sonic powers? No, guess not. We do have lasers still, right? Yep, we gotta have lasers. Let's go up and get this, why not? May as well. Shooting more things. This is a very large contrast to the number of studs we got in the last level, which was like some 400,000 in the first screen alone. And now we don't even have 100,000 yet. And we're in the third screen of the game. Or third screen of the stage. So yeah, it does look like the remaining movies are all just in single stages. Kind of like what they did with Captain America, the first Avenger, during the Avengers story. Shoot. I'm hoping we get enough. Another 99% situation. Gotta open that somehow. Let's get these on the roof. I don't think we can put out fires. Can destroy this though. Let's see what's inside. It is this. It's something that will activate that, I guess. If I destroy it? Or do I have to destroy this and build stuff off of it? No, it just goes away. Oh, it goes from underneath, okay. That opens the next way through. Rockets, more Excedrin guys. Okay, I said it on purpose that time. What's the slogan? Advanced medicine for pain? In this case, advanced medicine for fireballs. I'm not allowed to even do a push switch now without bad guys getting in the way. Oh no, okay, one guy's got to stand on the button, and the other guy's got to push the switch. There we go. Teamwork makes the dream work. And it looks like we've got more than enough time, more than enough level left. Oh, definitely more than enough level left to get our studs done. Roxxon. Roxxon was the fake oil company name they used. I think they used it in Lego Dimensions for the whatchamacallit, the Back to the Future Adventure World. Had Roxxon gas instead of Exxon. Although it was Texaco in the movie. But it's a Lego game, so why doesn't it say Octan? I don't want to build that yet. I want to shoot these. Rocks. Oh, more stuff to build. I won't say no to that. That makes a magnet. Oh, I see. This was all part of the plan the whole time. Well, fair enough. Shall we onward? I believe we shall onward.
You wanted the Mandarin, Tony? Well, here I am. I am the Mandarin.
You're not the Mandarin. You don't have rings and shit. Something that I always found kind of funny. There was a point, I think in the 90s or the 80s or 90s or something like that, sometime in comic book, in the comic book before time, the long ago, where DC and Marvel actually made like a crossover thing called Amalgam Comics, and they basically like took one character from Marvel and mixed them together with one character from DC and made a Gestalt character that had like, you know, features from both. And one of them was Iron Lantern, who is Iron Man and Green Lantern mixed together. And which is funny enough because Green Lantern is my favorite comic book superhero of all time, but he's also thus by default it makes him my favorite DC. But my favorite Marvel superhero is Iron Man, so he's got best of both worlds in my thing. Although I think I do think that it would have made more sense to mix Tony Stark with Bruce Wayne and make like a Batman Iron Man amalgam, because they're both rich people. But they're both rich millionaire playboy philanthropists. But they decided to mix Batman with Wolverine for some reason and call him Dark Claw, and it looked kind of silly. I'm not a big Batman fan, by the by. The thing we can destroy up there. Can we destroy that? Nope, I guess not. Something I haven't read Iron Lantern or anything like that. I just know like bits and pieces from seeing snippets of it, like pictures online. And one of his enemies, like two of his enemies, are based off of, obviously, for the Iron Man side, or the Green Lantern side, you've got Sinestro and Star Sapphire. But for the Iron Man side, you have the Mandarin and Madame Mask. So Madame Mask and Star Sapphire makes Madame Sapphire, which I guess sounds kind of cool. But then you look at the Mandarin Sinestro thing it put together, and it's Mandarinestro. I'm not kidding. That's a thing they called it. I just thought that was kind of silly myself, but like they were really reaching for straws. Though I'm fairly sure that they were, you know, also mixed them up like multiple times and made like other versions and whatnot. I think there were like 2 versions of Superman that they used. I know Superman was mixed with Captain America, but you know. And going right into a cutscene.
You see? That suit was just like you! A failure!
With no time left.
Jarvis, do me a favor and blow Mark 42.
No!
Even after being cooked in an Iron Man suit, Killian was still up for another round. Luckily for Tony, I was in no mood for any more nonsense. Combining my terrifically toasty powers and an Iron Man repulsor, I flame-grilled the big geek. With that maniac out of the way,
so Iron Man didn't even get to beat the bad guy.
Suits, promising to spend the holidays with me, rather than with a screwdriver and an arc reactor. With the president now safe,
blah 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 blah. I'm trying to hold off as long as I can here. I got 20 more seconds.
Extremis enhancements. Straight after we'd had a festive dinner. Oh, and after he'd had his shrapnel removed. Oh, and don't forget, he
Alright, I gotta cut it off. I'll be right back.